My lovely ladies and gents, and welcome back to another session. Bork's in the North, in all of its shining glory. When last we left off, you guys did a little bit of wrap-up, a bit of downtime, and a bunch of travel. And it went pretty well for you, despite getting assaulted by nasties, aka a couple of manticores. You dispatched them with...
They were chimeras, not manticores.
Sorry, yes, chimeras. Manticores would really give you a hard time. Chimeras, sorry. And you had a possibly good time destroying them. I still think it's amazing that they're one of the few monsters in the DMG at your level boundary that doesn't actually have a damage like reduction or a vulnerability or whatever the fuck. It's just literally a baseline creature.
Yeah, I haven't bothered looking up all the creatures in this, like in Pathfinder, so I was trying to figure out which things it was resistant to.
Yeah, no, didn't have a single one. No resistances, no vulnerabilities. I know, it's so strange to see it. It's actually a very rare thing.
Especially
so
with
of course I'm stealing that stat block so that I can use it for other creatures that don't have a random fucking vulnerabilities.
Especially with a chimera, you'd think a magical hodgepodge of a bunch of different creatures would give it resistance to something.
Yep. Yep, they're just very decent attacks. They are a baseline creature. No legendaries, but it has a multi-attack that includes a breath weapon. So, you know, it is a mean creature, that's for sure. Let's see here. I've still got it visible. Okay. Chimera. Yeah, +7s to all of its attacks, and it hits for average damage 11 and 10. Except it can, of course, be far, far higher, and then it does, like, an average 31 damage fire breath in a fucking 15-foot cone. So, you know. Like, top-line damage, it can do... let's see here. Normal attack and fire. Yeah, it can do that much damage in a single, like, just a round of attacks against someone, which is enough to destroy them.
Now, can it actually make its fire breath and claw attacks at the same time?
Yeah, multi-attack. It can make 3 attacks, one with bite, one with its horns, one with its claws. When its fire breath is available, it can use its breath in place of its bite or horns.
Wow, that's pretty unique, actually. Even dragons can't do that shit.
Yep. It's because the Chimera also has the multiple limbs thing going for
that
it.
actually makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfucker could destroy me in one hit.
Indeed. One and a half Henry's worth of damage. Yes, in the Henrometer. It's pretty extensive. Its average, though, is lower than that. It is 52 total damage. Like, if I just use its averages instead of its rolls. All things considered, still pretty decent.
I mean, its average could reduce me to 0 hit points.
True. As aforementioned, that would involve hitting you twice and managing to catch you with its fire breath. One from being 1 Henry point worth of damage. So he almost does an entire Henry in an attack, which is pretty good. But no, you dispatch 2 of them with basic ease. They only have 14 armor and 114 hit points. That said, as I say, I really like that stat block. It is a very, very good, like, aggressive normie stat block. It would be a good way to have, like, essentially a magical human with multiple attacks. If I can just flavor all of that shit, and hooray, look at that. Decent enemies at your CR. I know, right? Yeah, Thyri's tum-tum is a kickin'.
Aww.
And you have made it to Overland Keep.
We've made it to Doodly Doop.
Yep.
Can I touch the tummy?
Okay, just be gentle.
Yay.
Yep. You can feel kicky feets.
Oh.
Or punchy fists. Frankly, it's hard to tell.
Or punchy fists.
Yes. So cackle it quietly. Just a moderate, just a peaceful cackle. A moderate cackle. Business as usual for Jeanette. She cackles in her sleep. It's very unsettling, actually. Like...
Jeez. That would be really freaky.
Every exhale.
You have no idea. You've given me an entire week to think of things to do.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. But yes, the weather has continued to turn its way. Does anyone have like a nature-y, survivally skills?
I do, but I'd prefer to give someone else advantage because
I have survival.
Hey, Kinathis, I'm giving you
I have
advantage.
survival too.
I
Do
shall
that
give you
now.
guidance.
Alright, so one person can make a check and one person can also make an advantaged guidance check.
Pretty
Hey,
sure
that's now.
Kinathis. We already
Hi
had
there.
this.
Hi.
We already had this conversation. Winter, Kinathis has the second highest.
What's Anna's survival again?
5.
I have 5 survival too.
Yep.
Yeah,
you're
but-
basically leveling abilities. So I mean, just make 2 rolls, and in fact, fuck it. With all of you helping, I say you could just make 2 advantage rolls, and you also have 2 survival missions. So, well, that went about as expected.
I was literally typing Kinathis's dice are better though.
That went exactly as expected. The magic of hedging one's bets. All right,
Dice
good.
are
You did
pretty
the most
good, though.
important roll.
Mm-hmm.
Just not then.
Of course. So, Anna, you know this more by reflex than anything, but with the state of the weather, you're going to be looking at, like, in the next week, there'll probably be, like, a big shut-in blizzard.
Like the one that got us stuck in Grandest?
Yep. But,
Oh.
you know, a sustained one. Grandest had a lot of tree cover.
Oh.
Now you're on the Ulden's, like... you should be able to make it to Watchland, but an extended stay up here in Overland and Maker's Rest would render that very difficult.
Hmm. So we either have to stay here for a while or leave really quickly.
Yep.
Hmm. I'll let everyone know the weather's going to turn really bad pretty soon, and if we don't leave Overland soon, we'll be stuck here for a while.
Hmm.
There's going to be a big blizzard.
I say we stay in Overland for a while, so Thyri can give birth, and you know the Jarl is beholden to us.
If you guys want, you can
Isn't
take
it
the
supposed to
carriage
be
and
the
go on
other way
ahead.
around?
You can take my carriage and go to Watchland. I trust you to bring my horses back.
I will stay with you.
There, we'll just give Jeanette a little smile.
Yes, I believe a certain Bork would like to pick up his magic sword.
Yes.
And also you will have more available downtimey things to do in a place that has amenities than Overland Keep. No, I mean, you're splitting the party for downtime. There are worse times to do it, that's for sure.
Yeah, we should absolutely split the party, and while we're gone, you know, one of us can start the Inquisition. It'll be great.
Yeah, no, it'll be great.
Yeah.
Okay. I
No.
mean, I just expect you guys to not do that, though, and then usually my faith is rewarded.
Yep, this is not 73. No Inquisition here. Go away.
But guys,
But guys, Foxbees. Oh god, that's gonna be a nightmare.
you mean the best.
It's gonna be a great nightmare. As I say, I was amazed that it was also Hedra's backup characters of Foxbee, so that's gonna be an awesome nightmare. The two of us Deus buzzing around if we
Fucking
Days buzz.
Fucking Imperial Foxbees cleanse and purify. That's all 73 is gonna turn into.
And all aboard.
Somehow they,
Toot,
I'm
toot.
telling you that somehow they're going to manage to take the same technology that they use for airships and apply it to a hive. You're going to have a mobile battle barge, and it's going to be awful / amazing.
Made out of beeswax.
The
Yep.
deadly flying skybuzz. Yes.
Yep.
Skybuzz.
You're gonna have like drop pods made of small beehives that are drop pods. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Good.
Yeah. But alright. So, right now you're in Overland Keep. It's like, half an hour up to the Jarl's home by the lakeside, by the riverside even. You arrived there at, let's see here. I don't remember what time of day I said you guys arrived at. I think it was early evening. You pushed through to, in fact, no, it's night. You pushed through to make it to Overland quickly before you got trapped outside for another night.
Mm-hmm.
So it is currently quite late. Thankfully, you're well recognized by this point. A number of, in fact, I think it's, let's see here. It is. The guard captain's doing the first of the night watches himself and will wave you guys over. Recognizes you from delivering the shipment of weaponry and for spending time with the Jarl.
And for curing the Jarl's knees,
Yeah, all of
no
that
big
stuff.
deal.
Yeah, all of it. All of it. He knows you for many great things.
But
Well,
let
I'll
us
be damned. It's good to see you back in the area again. Looks like you're beating the worst of the weather.
Just barely. How have things been here? It's been chaos up north.
For the most part, it's been quiet for us. A few more goblinoid incursions than we would have usually expected. Nothing overtly dramatic, thankfully. We would appreciate moving out some measure of our people. It's going to be a hard ride if we want to reach reinforcements for the Ashen Holds before the night is done. Sorry, before the week is done and the weather sets in for its worst.
How have things been going out there?
That's the
Bubbles.
issue. We don't know. An expeditionary went out there, and although we haven't heard anything back from them negative, that would be fine if not for the fact that we haven't heard back from them at all.
Oh dear.
Indeed. As it stands, though, we would have heard something if there were dramatic evils afoot, one would like to think.
One would hope.
Well, one hopes that in this instance, no news is good news.
That's certainly what we're banking on. Rest assured, we would like to be able to move another number of our people around, but... Well, with you here, what news of Grandest? You said it's been a mess there. Do we need to move soldiers there? It's going to be one or the other for us as far as the Holds or the Grandest is concerned.
The Boars are of no threat to Overland Keep. It was the actions of the same cultist that has been messing around with the dead. We put what we could down while we were there, but one of the seneschals of their order managed to escape. I hate it when they can teleport.
Pharaoh's brow. Evil witches and wizards are responsible for the maneuvering of balls above Grandest?
They poisoned the Grand Knight.
Oh, goodness me. Not entirely bad news, I suppose, but the fact that it is a less than savory manner is far from desirable. Does she live, or...?
She does, and we come bearing a message from her to the Jarl. For the Jarl, I mean.
Oh, I see. Well, although it is late, I believe he is still up and available. Will be for some number more hours. You'll ponder for a moment.
Sorry.
Would you like an escort up there, or would you rather stay in the keep for the night?
let's stay in the keep. I'm quite road weary. Blech.
Rory.
Very tired from a long journey.
Okay. Very well. We don't have expansive beds, but we have a number of guard bunks. And considering a number of them have moved down to the Ashen Holds, we have a segment of the barracks clear. They won't mind you using their beds, but please don't go through their belongings.
Of course. Thank you.
But it's not a problem at all. You've done us a great duty so far, and I'm sure the Jarl won't mind us extending this courtesy to you. And then he will turn around and let out a sharp whistle. It sort of cuts through like the building winds, and a very tired-looking guard will peek out of the door. Like he looks exhausted. You can see like that the typical bags under the eyes of someone who's probably already done quite a few standing watches. Yes, sir. And after that, he'll direct them to getting your carriage like moved into an enclosed area, stabling up your horses, and seeing you all into their barracks for some beds.
While I'm here, do you have a length of wood about so high, and then she'll get on her tippy toes and like put her fingers just as far as she can reach it, that doesn't have, you know, a sharp pointy bit at the end?
He'll blink slowly. No? Why?
I need to build something.
If you're looking for actual cuts of timber, then probably best odds are in Maker's Rest.
More of perhaps like a pike or something like that lost its tip. I have no use for the metal bit.
Think for a bit. I suppose you could... I'll have a look around. Pikes aren't generally part of our garrison's equipment, but... Again, likewise, still Maker's Rest would be better for that, but one moment, please. Roll me a D100. Okay, I mean, he has got a couple of pikes, but you'll have to...
Vroom vroom.
You'll have to essentially buy one off of him and cut the head off yourself.
Done.
Okay.
Let's find out how much a pike is.
Why,
Wonder if they
Sally,
have-
why won't you show me the price of things when I open them?
Nope, it doesn't have the price of a pike on pike.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't the pike just be a normal spear or something?
No, it's an object with an attribute.
There's pike plus 1, 2, and 3.
It is 5 gold.
Done.
Okay. You fork over 5 gold and acquire a pike, and then you lop the head off it. And he looks at this pike head, just disappointed at the waist.
I mean, pike heads can be put on a different haft. I can give him back the pike head. I don't need it. I need the stick.
Yeah, I know. I mean, now he doesn't have a stick for this pike head.
Well, you can
Sticks are easy to come by.
Sticks are
Yeah.
easier to come by. Yes.
You don't have to forge a stick.
You just have to grow it out of the ground for decades.
Yeah, no, he'll have to still get more like he doesn't. Indeed, the reason he didn't have a stick for you is because he didn't have just a shit ton of hafts hanging around. So he's going to have to acquire some anyway. It's going to be cheaper. He makes a profit on this, but it's still a hassle. So just like, damn it.
Well, he now has a good walking stick or something.
And he has a little bit of a profit to get him some mead.
Yeah. He just looks annoyed at the concept of, dismantling a weapon for whatever the fuck else. He's just looking at the sharp head like, very well. And he'll just drop it into a chest for now.
Excellent.
You can see he's got one of those, essentially just a blackboard and a scratch pad, and he just puts in a little requisition for a pike haft. In fact, he puts in pike hafts. So he's got extras in case this kind of situation comes up again. All right then. I recommend getting some sleep. And we'll see you in the morning. Breakfast begins early here if you're up for it.
Yeah, I'm up early all the time. Thyri will just like half smile and pat her belly.
He'll blink in surprise. And then, let's see here. I'll do a test for him. As you'd expect, quite good at this. He is a guard captain, and he's part Wolf. Not only are you pregnant, but I recognize the smell.
Shifty eyes.
He'll blink slowly. Well, congratulations, miss. And then he'll blink again. How long have you known the Jarl?
Not as long as I'd like. Now, would you mind showing us to our rooms? Getting a little queasy.
Yeah. Could you give me an insight check?
Can I give him a deception check? Also?
Well, no. I mean, it's just a factual thing that he has figured out.
Right,
16. Yeah. You haven't known him for long enough to be as far along as you currently are, unless you were a tiefling.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So yes, he immediately rumbles you. He's like, oh shit, she's a tiefling. I'll be damned.
Fuck.
Totally didn't notice. But he doesn't say anything.
Well, good. That's nice.
You are a giant walking giveaway if someone has figured out the child. Very well, yes. I'll see if I can also get you some extra bedding, miss.
Thank you.
Look, I would like to know what you're making before you start randomly rolling things.
I am trying to... Well, first of all, I'm going to see if it works anyways. I am inscribing runes on one of the Storm Beast bones. These runes, and infusing it with a little bit of magic, so that it attracts lightning. And I'm using my artificial skills that makes it able to hold a charge of energy. And then during a storm, I'm going to try to stick it outside, have a bolt of lightning hit it, and then see what the effects are. The best case scenario that Jeanette is hoping that she traps a lightning bolt in the thing, which then can be cast. But the disadvantage to that is it only has one cast, and she has to wait till another lightning storm to recharge it. It's like a wand of lightning bolts that only works once.
Okay. Sure.
You're gonna stand outside on the top of a building, cackling and screaming
And
at the sky.
then you get hit while you're still setting it up. Crackle, boom.
Well, there's a reason why she wants to set it up before the storm.
Yeah. Okay.
Jeanette Ben Franklin, Hauptmann.
Oh, you're not. So you're not gonna personally stand on top of a building.
No, she's gonna plant it.
Okay.
And the reason why I had advantage is because I used my bond.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, again, likewise, I need to know things before you roll them next time. Especially if you're going to be conveying things like advantages, disadvantages, etc., etc.
Sorry, got ahead of myself.
Apart from like just the typical like familiar thing, because let's face it, that just happens so often that there's no point continuing to bag on about them. Like, of course my familiar is helping me. It always fucking is. It's a familiar. Exactly. So yes, Jeanette, you have no problem. What are you inscribing it with, as far as tools are concerned? You have Artificer's tools, yes.
Yeah, I have Artificer's tools.
Just being magical isn't enough to make a thing magic without like actual serious time and work.
I'm just starting on it. I'm not actually trying to do the entire thing in one night.
Okay, yeah, no, it's let's see, it's a 22. It's probably going to take you about a week.
Oop, I actually forgot. Hang on. It was actually a 26.
Okay, it's going to take you about a week. Yeah, no, sorry, you can't just bump the threshold that high. 20 is basically your cap for can I get this done in a week or more than a week.
Oh well, I can still press the button because it's fun.
Yep, very true.
Yeah, it's just one of a couple projects that I'm slowly working on. So.
All right then. So Jeanette begins her magical, alchemical works, artificing away, eventually scratching a horn. She's got a big old stick.
Yep. Well, because the reason I'm not working on any of my alchemical things is because I like being set up in a lab before then.
Yeah, I mean, also, please don't hotbox a barracks full of guards with strange chemicals.
Would I do that?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Jeanette.
So you turn the entire barracks of Overland Keep into Herms. Oh no, what have I done? Accidentally, shifty eyes.
Yes. Totally accidentally. If only someone hadn't closed all the ventilation.
It's like some of them will be into it, but I imagine for the most part, if you're talking like cold Nordic fellas, then they're going to be actually quite attached to their gender.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
It's like then you see the first non-witch get a witch lynch, and everyone being like, "We know this isn't a witch." However,
It's close enough.
yeah. Usually, I mean, there are plenty of witch lynchings that happen to non-witches, but they're still usually like, "Oh, the witch!" In this case, it's like she just fucking deserved this one, didn't she? Yeah, it was a dick move.
Hey, her alignment isn't chaotic dick. It's just all caps science.
It's true.
All caps science.
It's a pretty great alignment.
Love
But
it.
yes, it's an uncomfortable night for you, Thyri. Can I get a Constitution saving throw? See if you're just actually going to be able to rest properly. You got a kicky belly.
Blah.
Aw.
I mean,
Poor
you cleared 10, so you are able to get sleep, and you aren't going to have to like just get exhaustion, even though you attempted sleep, which
Oh
is
boy.
totally thing that happens. Ask any pregnant person, I suppose. So how is sleeping? And they go, "Oh, just sleeping." There's lying down, and time passes, and then I wake up exhausted again. But no, you manage actual sleep. You are not fatigued come morning.
Well, that's good.
The extra blankets will help, although they do smell a little bit doodly and wolfly.
Typical.
You have your nightlight doggo just sort of underneath the mattress so that his faint eldritch glow doesn't just disturb people who are also trying to sleep.
No, good boy.
He is an adorable nightlight, but at the same time, probably don't want a ghost dog walking the houses of a barracks. Not a good plan.
Good boy.
He's not gonna scare anybody.
Silent wooing.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah. All right then. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Nothing bad happens in the night, although they'd been having goblinoids just sort of pestering them at the keep. It would seem that none of them are willing to dare the approaching shit weather to cause a kerfuffle. You're all able to sleep through the night in safety, in a literal keep in a barracks. And then morning rises. When they said they got up early for breakfast, they weren't kidding. I mean, saying morning rises isn't fair. It is pitch black at 4 a.m. right now. It is so dark. But people are, getting up, preparing like strong teas, coffees. Well, the captain has coffee. Strong teas for the most others, and some food is being cooked up. Let's see here. So want to roll a D100? We'll see how their stocks are doing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it's a hard breakfast until they get more resources from the Ashen Holds. So it's mostly breads and dried meats.
I could try going ice fishing.
You could, except ice fishing doesn't really happen down here. The water comes from underground springs. It's all actually quite warm, all things considered.
But what about all this stuff?
It's all warm. Like, the reason it's all green around these water sections is because quite literally the water is warm compared to everywhere else. It's all fed by underground springs and you're next to a volcano, so you can safely assume that it's quite warm water, all things considered. Around here,
Oh.
there are no underwater springs. It's just some ocean.
I could just try
Likewise,
going
ocean
fishing
off
then.
there. You could
And
actually just
the
go fishing,
campaign-
yes.
The campaign
go
did not end with great beasts as everyone thought, but with Vesuvius.
Oh,
Let's just put those notes out of the way. It's fine. Nothing. No volcano is going to explode here. It's cool.
volcano explodes, but instead of lava, it's just thousands and thousands of tieflings.
Yep.
Badass.
That
Yeah.
would be amazing.
It actually just starts to look like a heavy metal cover album.
It's
Just demons pouring
raining
out.
men.
It's just literally the heavy metalist situation ever. It's just demons pouring out of a volcano. It sounds like a Dio album.
It's like
Yeah, no, you
like-
could go actual fishing.
Is
sure.
that a tool proficiency?
It is,
Fine.
but it's also a thing that you can make untrained. Just you're not going to be particularly good at it. Like whenever a
Yeah.
person with actual proficiency in fishing goes fishing, they usually succeed and they usually get at least a ration. For you, it's more like fucking. Do you get any luck at all?
Well, I do have the Wanderer background, which is I can find food and water for myself and up to 5 people as long as the land can provide.
Excellent. Then yeah, no, you can fish and immediately gather that. You are also still welcome to make the roll. You might find something more interesting than just fish.
Sure, I'll
Rolls.
try.
Enemies. Water kobolds.
Make it a survival check.
A
Or-
survival check. Well, yes, it's a survival check.
Okay. If I had a tool proficiency for fishing, I could get a +2 on it.
Essentially,
I think-
yes.
Plus
Yeah.
3.
Okay. +3. Oh, 10. Bleh.
10. All right. So, I mean, you gather the food you expect to gather, nothing else extra special. But it's fine. You spot a couple of water goblins, not particularly large ones, and they don't stray close to you while you're fishing.
Water goblin.
Yeah. They're mean little fuckers.
I heard they'll eat your face off unless you give them hand axes.
It's true.
That's not bad.
This is your fault. You picked an adorable token for for water vermin.
I think you mean water best friends.
You just need to use for goblins if you don't want them to be like obtainable. You just need to use like Pathfinder goblin tokens.
That's basically
Those
what
You
guys
say
with
that, but there's a
fucking
Pathfinder
watermelon
goblin
heads
that's a
and their
companion
fucking
in the new game.
mouths full of teeth.
Yeah, that's what Scout uses.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and then it's just Savin decided to use a fucking adorable one instead.
Hey, look,
let's see here.
there is a goblin companion in the new Pathfinder CRPG. Okay,
That is-
everybody knows.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
goblins are great.
I don't know. I feel like CSC has ruined goblins for me a bit.
See, I hate those kind of goblins. I like,
Yeah,
hilarious, insane goblins.
Well,
CSC goblins are
those
kind of
Pathfinder
garbage. I do like
Yeah.
It's fucking
case
hilarious and
goblins, too.
insane. They sing when
I
they
do
fight.
like I like short
They
stacks,
have-
and I especially like in cases
God.
goblins
There
are
you
great.
go.
Yeah,
Look, that's
Yeah,
an
we
actual
fought
God, that's
water
those.
goblin.
horrifying.
yeah, we
Those
fought
are the
those
water
things.
goblins.
One got so hellishly rebuked, I'm not sure it's on this plane of existence anymore.
Yeah, no, it's in hell. Yeah, actual
a
water
horrifying
goblins
thing.
very much not nice. In fact, my token isn't even named water goblin for it. In my library, it's named fetid water squid bastard.png.
That's horrible. God, that's gross. I'll
Yeah,
sit-
they are.
I
nasty.
will. I'm gonna give these fish to the keep because they're nice and they're giving us food. So I'm gonna give them food back.
Yeah, they also met a water spirit while they were there, and she was nice.
Ha. Nice.
I also promised that when I grew gills, I'd come back for tea.
This is true.
Not if, when.
Yeah, I know exactly. It's like for anyone else, I'd be like, "You mean if?" No, it is a when. Whether it's going to happen on purpose or not, it's still a when.
That's that thing we worked on last night, though. Amazing Scout.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I thought of a reason as to why Saoirse would be okay. They're both Hauptmanns.
Yeah. No. I mean, I've told you what you are able to gather from it. You'll actually have to learn things by going there.
For some reason, I didn't think of that when we were talking about it, but yeah. Anyways.
Okay, so yes, the dark morning of 4 a.m. rises dark and early. It's not bright and early. It is winter in the north. It's gonna be dark until about 10 in the morning. That's just how it goes. But people are going about preparing, strong brews and bread and some dried stuff. Looks like Anna gets up as well at this early time in the morning to do a little bit of fishing. And she comes back quite successful. Even though, judging by that 10 survival, it's not like she's a particularly good fisher. She just fucking drops the rod in, and then maybe just wishful thinking later, there is just a basket of fish.
Okay.
Yeah, she can feed up to 5 people, and that's enough for your party.
Nom, 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 nom. Wait. Thyri is, of course, a vegetarian, so I'll just mark off a ration.
Yep, I mean, they got breads and stuff here, so they'll give you that instead. If you don't want to mark a ration off.
No, that's alright.
Okay.
I don't want to impose.
He's like looking at the print label like, come on, surely though, you would like more than just that for breakfast. We've got some quite nice spiced breads.
No, it's okay. Really. I'm used to it. And Thyri
Alright,
will
if you say
just
so.
nibble on her nuts.
Yeah, you store them in your cheeks for this cold, cold winter.
I'll have
Right.
to try and find, next time I go out, I'll have to try and find some, roots or maybe some potatoes for you. Something veggie-like, right? You like veggies, right? That's all you eat.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good
I'll
old
have to try
Theria.
and remember that.
I'm sure you remember Theria being quite a voracious omnivore, but, maybe she's just going through a thing right now.
Just going through a phase.
Yep. Norton Mess is right. Warhammer goblins are the best goblins.
Factually correct.
The best kind of correct. Alright then, so you get your morning ablations completed. Jason's went for his morning jog. Elfa's praising the darkness. Well, he's praising the sun in the dark, defiant of any fallen shadows. There's nibbling nuts.
He's his very own son.
Yep. If only I could be so grossly incandescent. Thyri can stand next to Elfa and then praise Elfa instead.
Yeah, she is quite content to be led in prayer to the sun.
Yep. Heck, for you, it's sort of like, when Pokemon start doing like the yoga poses and stuff, because they just get self-conscious about it. It's like, you've never done yoga ever in your life. But, for now, you're like, of course, I'm a very spiritual person. I should be yogaing all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it is.
I hope that's, I was going to say, I hope that's praise to your hollow, and I was not disappointed.
I got your back, Scout.
Thank you. It's a great video. But yes, what you going to do now?
You wanted to stay in Overland Keep, right, Thyri?
Yeah.
Well, Seer Shatam and I will stay with you. I guess the rest can go on down to Watchland if they really want to.
Don't forget you've got post, deliver, and makers. You've got nudes.
Yes, that's right. I do need to make a quick excursion up to Makers. How long does it take to get there? Just like an hour or two, right?
It is, right now with this weather, about 2.5 hours travel.
Right. Is that by foot or by carriage?
By carriage.
Okay, so like...
A carriage is not speeding things along right now. Although blizzard, like snows, don't hang around quite as long in these greened areas, that doesn't mean it doesn't turn into road-wrecking slush.
Right. Because I was saying the rest of the party should be heading on to Watchland with the carriage, so Jeanette and I can just walk to Makers.
Okay, sure. It'll take you a little bit longer, but, you're literally adventurers. This walking from place to place shit is every day for you.
What's Maker's Rest like?
Maker's Rest is it's a place for the makers. It's the second buildiest place outside of the Freelands to the north and east.
I'm
They
fairly
don't have any
certain-
guilds there, but they have a lot of like apprenticed smiths.
I'm fairly certain that last session Winter said he wanted to go to Maker's Rest anyways, so. Weren't you going to
No,
go to
I
Maker's
said-
Rest and then go down
No,
from
no.
there?
I got confused, but
Okay.
I said
You meant
swinging through
Watchland,
Maker's
didn't you?
Rest when I meant Watchland,
Okay.
Overland Keep, I think.
It's one of those.
To Watchland from Grandis through Overland Keep, and I said Maker's
Yeah.
Rest by accident.
I don't have it populated, but here's generally what you're looking at with Maker's Rest. Like, they've got their stables and like carriage holdings, quite a nice large tavern, a couple of builderies, and then like a governor. It is just the general kind of place where you can get some cheap products because they're being done by apprenticed people, like those that are in trading. And there are a couple of masters here and there who will provide masterwork equipment at the increased price. I say masterwork. Effectively, it's just harder to destroy. It's just hardier goods. Get some masterwork bowstrings for people who keep fucking always snapping them, I guess.
They just get so brittle in the cold.
Guess so.
Where would you go to get like something, or at least ask about a fancy weapon? That
A
be
fancy weapon. I mean, you
like
can
Jeanette's sword.
you can still totally ask about that here. The person who did the magical weapon crafting was actually in Watchland. That's where Jason's going to go and pick up his magical sword. Is the glorious Watchland.
I guess I'll go to Watchland because I want to ask about it.
Yep. Jen's daughter of Grandmaster Jens, is capable of producing up to a certain level magical equipment. Her cap is 2 + 2. It's also where Aya, everyone's favorite Grandma Bork, lives.
Grandma Bork.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
Yep. She's a sweetie. She literally always has cupcake and pie. It's written into her token.
Aw, that's adorable.
Yep. Yep. You'll get
I
baked
guess-
goods and tea whenever you visit Aya, and she is the place to go to if you want magical goods. Before Thyri came along, she was everyone's go-to witch, but now she gets to fall back on her Arcanist traditions instead because Thyri was around. Although she's back to White Witch and now.
Yeah, Thyri lives here. And what's his name used to live here, but he has no head no more.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, instead we have Solaire the Sunbro.
It's true, it's a huge upgrade, but still.
And we still have Henry.
Alright, yeah, alright. That's fine then.
Yeah, everything is cool. I do love that his final move was like, and also my magic sword just goes to who the fuck ever. See, he also had a weapon from Jen's daughter here.
I probably don't have them. I don't have them. I doubt I have the money to do it, but I wanted to ask if it can be done.
Ooh, how much money you got? What are you after?
I have 60 gold. 66 gold. It's not a lot.
It's not a massive amount, but what are you after exactly?
I was looking for a new knife. So I have these storm beast bones, and I have this strong earth blood and strong cold blood that should mix together.
Yes, they should mix together.
I was thinking of, like, having a nice new knife carved out of the bones.
Okay. It takes a week to produce magical equipment. If it's +1, 2 weeks if it's +2. You would expect. You aren't using potent blood, so it can only reach +1.
Yeah.
But you're mixing bloods and straight up just using magic equipment, so it would have 2 random enchantments on it. Well, I say random, they're themed to the types of blood and pieces used.
Cold and earth.
Cold and earth. And what other reagents? I mean, I guess you'll have to find out when you get into Watchland, but yeah, Jeanette will apparently spot her super best friend
What?
to get a magical
That's
weapon.
So nice. That's so nice.
I have quite a bit of money, so yeah.
Aw.
Whatever the cost is, just
You'll need 150 gold pieces.
done.
Oh, I have 60. I have 66.
No.
Jeanette has cash to spare. She'll just
The entire thing. I've got this.
What, are you sure?
I have
But-
quite a bit of
but-
money.
Oh, well,
It's
okay.
fine, super best friend.
Turning
Consider-
into Alana.
Well, hey, I've been making this joke since she showed up. Been calling yeah, finally got onto the joke. But yeah, it's fine, super best friend. This is for forgetting about you for 3 months.
oh, well, okay. It's all. Well, you didn't have to, but okay. Thank you. And I'll give Jeanette a big squeezy hug.
I will
With a
return.
massive strength.
I will return the very squishy hug in return, with my generous chest and my -1 strength. So I'm pretty sure I get crushed.
Get crushed.
You get
16 strength.
You get fucking lifted. You're pretty sure you've squirted on her a bit.
Excellent.
Help! I got brain milk on you.
Anyways, yeah, I took like the entire cost out of my thing, so.
Alright.
Okay. I'll have to make it up to you.
Nah. I tell you this in all seriousness, I will likely forget about this tomorrow.
Oh. Well, I'll try. I'll do my best to remember.
Nah, it's fine. Knock yourself out. Well, I mean, if you really want to, I do have potions for that.
They
No,
call
I
them
would be-
Boofries.
I would be cautious though. The last time I took one, I took one in a tower. I ended up in the river, which is like 100 miles away.
Oh.
I'm
Wow.
not sure if they grant the ability to teleport though.
Test inconclusive.
I could help you with your potions then, I guess.
I gotta stay here with Thyri. Some other time
that's
maybe.
right. Okay. Well, next time then.
Potions are fun.
Theory's just in the
Yeah.
background barfing
That
into a bush.
That one made me run really fast.
Yeah, I like that potion.
It's a pretty great potion. Alright then. You are able to make progress. And at this point then, the party's taking the carriage down to Watchland and you guys are walking to Makers.
Yes. Just a
Okay.
quick day trip.
Do you stop by the Jarl? You go right past this place on the way to Maker's Rest.
I feel like I'm gonna go there afterwards.
You're gonna make it a return journey. Okay.
Yeah.
Seems good to me. Alright, so you are so close to safety that there's no encounter that can happen. It'll take you about 4 hours to get to Maker's Rest. Not honestly that bad.
Just interrupted occasionally by Theory having to just sit down or something.
Yeah, you just puffed out. Actually, yes, with Thyri in her condition, it probably takes like 5 hours, all things considered.
Sorry, I have to pee every 5 steps.
Every 5 steps.
Surely we can take all of the swift step droughts. Zip zip.
More liquids, oh fuck.
This is a great idea.
It's a zero-sum gain. You get there faster, but it takes twice as long getting back.
Alright then. But the others are going to need to figure out how they do on the journey.
Good luck.
Let's see here. Where is Elransoon's caravan at right now? Because I think he might be in the area.
Oh man, if he's just like at Overland, then fuck these guys. They can go with him. Keep my carriage.
No. This is just whether they meet him during the journey.
Oh, okay.
Because he does, like, this route right now. And then he'll go north or south, depending on what his next destination is. Fuck it. Can someone roll me a D100? I lost track of where he's meant to be right now.
I'll do it.
Go for it.
Pick me, coach. Put me in. Wow.
Oh no.
Off roll.
Okay.
He is in the fucking burning south.
1 second. Nice. Alright. They've been held up, which is a rare thing to happen, although you're approaching the shit season. People are hoping that he would have made it around here by now, though. But he's yet to do so. But okay. And now, how lucky are you feeling for your actual journey down to Watchland? Roll me 1d100, pets, because I want to see if you double down on failing your team.
Oh boy!
Frost dragon, frost dragon.
Frost worm, frost worm,
Ah!
frost worm, frost worm.
Frost worm.
Okay, so you get to... let's see here. Probably the dead tree. 28 there. And now you figure out what kind of encounter you got. So it might not actually be a fight thing, which you should probably hope, because you're down 2 of your people.
Your sword lust will doom you all.
Such a lust for swords. Sword, dear sword. Alright, roll me 1d4 plus 1, please. Alright. 3 chimera. No. Alright then.
3 frost worms.
Just make a little random encounter page thing. Background. Back. Euclidean. 5 foot. Okay. Drag you
Thyri
over
and Jeanette
here.
are going to Maker's Rest, so who's going down south? It's Jason. And
Everybody but me and Jeanette. And all of my fucking, what was it, menagerie? There you go.
And Susha and Tam.
so we have Alf here, and
You have Raisin and
Ray-
Cherry. You guys are going to be fine.
and Raisin and Cherry. Yes,
God, it looks like a smaller party without the Thyri menagerie, doesn't it?
it really does.
Holy
We need a
shit.
Viv.
Yep, sorry. Still grabbing.
Wait, no, gotta be at the back, so I don't scare the shit out of the fucking horses.
And the Hauptmann squad is 3 people as well.
Yep.
I see Jason has crawled under the carriage.
There you go. Okay. You're all probably actually in it, though. Let's just do that. Okay. And now I'm going to shift you also. Don't move your tokens, please. Let's see here. You'd have the lake to your side, most likely. Map background. Lines. Thin. Water. And then some kind of other gross watercolor. You get to see me building a map in real time.
Oh boy.
There you go. That is not the worst Riverside I've done, actually, with the line tool. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
that's
amazed at
not bad.
myself. I am frankly amazed at myself for nailing it. But, okay then. So, there is a troublesome burbling from the water's edge. Can everyone make for me a perception test, please?
Oh boy, a perception test.
Yep.
A green tide of water goblins.
I actually rolled these not terribly.
Not ass. Okay. That's a survival check instead of a perception test, but oh.
Same number, same.
Are they identical numbers for you? Alright, sure.
Yes, they are.
24. You see it, and you recognize the splash of water in the water to be something.
It's a water goblin.
No, it's not actually a water goblin, and although it sounded like the burbling of multiple small things, you suspect that it is actually just one large thing with a bunch of small things.
It's a kraken.
It's probably not a kraken, but you're thinking more in the correct idea. Is a large creature with tendrilless limbs. At least that would be your best guess. A little bit of motion beneath the water. What do you do?
You could just drive the cart this way,
Wintry trees.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Drive it away from the
away from the
river.
water.
The lakeside, yeah.
Oh no, they're listing lazily to the left.
What do we do? I'm just gonna place these where they belong. Just rando trees and stuff. And let's see. Probably some marshy, difficult terrain. That looks like a bit of a gross watercolor. That'll do it. Again, not my worst job ever. Bam! Nailed it. Okay. So that's more of the terrain that you're dealing with there. You would be hard-pressed to get the carriage to go through, like, this slush here, or that slush there. But you've still got a moment to act before anything seems to happen. I'll let you guys make one decision, and then something will happen.
Hmm.
We should at least move as far away
Yeah,
as we can.
Maybe
close
just
to-
like drive us this way. At least there's put us some distance between us, the cart, and the thing, the
Sounds
stuff.
good to me.
The fiends.
The fiends.
Also, if it looks like there's a fight, like these creatures are coming, I'm going to cast a spell on myself.
Sure.
We've been warned that there are bad things about.
Indeed. What's up? They'll be great. Everything's gonna be awesome and they'll be fine. Don't need to worry about it. Everything is fine.
I mean, I could have also infused it with Shield of Faith, so Anna could have just Shield of Faith herself, but you know.
All right. And then let's do a little bit of revealing. You do see first a water goblin crests the water surface, and you see it's like just a little itty bitty water goblin. You're like, oh, that's not a big deal. But then it continues to lift out of the water, and you realize it is riding on a crab of very great size.
Oh, God, giant enemy crab!
Mire lurks.
It's a very large crab, and you can see that the sloshing, burbling noise was no doubt its multiple legs.
And water gabbos. Of course, water gabbos.
Yeah, I mean, there is one, and it is riding on the
It
crab.
is a very big crab.
Riding on the crab.
Yep, it is riding the crab. Raisin and Cherry. Well, Cherry spooks a bit, and Raisin will make I'm too old for this shit horse noises. And we're gonna make a turn order. And good luck, you guys.
Boy.
Didn't have you so conflict, did you? Okay, yeah.
It would have just added squiggles to the turn order instead of Anna. It's fine.
Yeah, you would have had her selected instead. You're very good at it.
This happens a lot. Viv rolling better initiative than Jason.
Fucking sorry. might roll a 23. And the goblin will just share its turn with it. It's a non-issue. The issue is the big creature. Brolaire, can I get an initiative, please?
Craft!
Oh wait, are we down? Where are you at?
He can't talk. I know that.
Yeah, I know he can't talk, but I thought he was still around.
Just roll for him.
Yeah, fuck it.
And Henry.
Yep. Alpha character sheet. Show. And Henry character sheet. Initiative. Okay. So, whilst the cart was being diverted, by the way, did anyone pile out?
I'll probably jump out.
Okay. Feel free to put yourself in a... Yep, alright. I say, frankly, it's a good thing you did, otherwise its first action would have been probably to charge the carriage itself. That would have been bad. It's a very big crab. Don't know why you're already rolling an attack. But I mean, congratulations on that wasted crit. And then the giant enemy craft piles out. The little goblin holding onto a leg for dear life.
Who? What? Where? How? Why?
Hi there. Glad you could join us.
Hey,
And then it's going to try and give you the pinches.
not the pinchers. Oh god. No.
Yeah, it's going to try and give you the fucking claw. He's going to give you the clamps.
Clamps.
Oh, another thing. I see.
Huh? Yeah, I rolled your initiative for you because you fucked off.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I should just make a little quick macro for his stuff. Gonna imagine, does 16 hit you?
Yeah.
All right, it's 25 hit you.
Yeah.
You take 13 damage. Bludgeoning, piercing.
Okay. Hang on a second. Come on. Oh, not squiggles. Ugh. I take 15 damage. He takes 20 cold damage.
Takes 20 cold. Nice.
Yeah, from my armor. As the shadows that are full that cover my body just run up this thing's claw arm as he pinches me, and it just starts to suck the heat out of its body.
Yeah. It like
Enjoy the heat death of the universe.
You know, it looked like it was actually about to, like, you know, essentially grab you and start squeezing, but after taking damage and doing that, its claws back up a little bit and it flails. And then when it shuts its claws again, you can hear like the crackle of ice and maybe a little bit of chitin crumbles away. And I mean, he was going in for a different action, so he's not going to do his third one. The little squid will squid wiggle at you. A little water goblin dickhead. Ophir. Shit's gotten bad over there.
Yeah.
Giant enemy craft. Do you reckon craft?
I'll jump down from the cart. I will bonus action magic weapon.
Sure.
And I'll boop. Does 19 hit?
Yes, 19 hits.
So he takes 11 slashing damage plus 22 smites.
Slashing damage, you say? Okay. I mean, your sword bites in, doesn't seem to do as much as you would expect, because it's like cracks into its chitinous hide. It does still leave a dent, of course.
But
The
look
smite,
at the
of
22
course.
smite though.
Yeah, the smite, of course, does a fucking savage. You rolled 877 on a 3d8.
Yeah.
I will
And
never roll
nice.
that good on d8s in my life.
And then my second attack.
Whew,
Yep.
that is good.
8.
God damn.
So that's another 8 magic slashing.
Yep, still slashing though. Magic or not. Alright. Viv.
I can fire spells from inside the cart, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
You're in.
I gotta get out of the
If you want to smash open a window, then yes, you can.
Thyri will get mad.
Thyri, we brought back your cart. Never mind the giant gaping holes in the side.
Yes, Thyri will get mad.
I'm gonna move over here then.
Okie dokie.
And Chaos Bolt.
Sure.
Chaos.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm afraid it definitely scuttles out of the way. What do you mean? Hold on, where's Horsey Moose Horseface? You were sat in the carriage.
Yeah, but
Did you-
where is my found steed? Yeah. It's like a familiar, it stays there.
It's
until it
always
dies.
around. I see. Okay. I don't know what that 20 is.
It's
Oh.
wild.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
the other way.
Oh, is it ones for you? Boring. I like to think of a crit as that means it's the best result for me, which is obviously more wild magic.
Green is fun for the GM if a player rolls it in FFG,
Yeah.
not the other way.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
Fucking cold shower my boner right there. Alright, I need to grab horse icon. Horsey McCourse face. So I guess you would have been on that side with the horse, and I'll go back, and then you can have you can just have fine run around the back.
Yep. Then wait,
There
let me
isn't
just
really-
measure this. So that's 15. 20. Damn it. Just not fast. So he's going to end his movement there.
Okay. All right, Anna. That thing pinched you and it hurt.
And Squiggles is going to wrap her tentacles around Anna's arm as she thrusts her dagger into this thing's she tries to slam her dagger into the gap, the joint of this shelved
Yep.
creature, and she's going to green flame blade. Oh, 8 and 8.
Yes, I'm afraid it. You aimed for a crack in it, but you just immediately bounce off of a large chitinous plate. Flame washes over it, but the surface area is too large to seep into anything vital.
Ooh. Okay,
Is that your turn?
that's my turn.
Okay. Jason, the horses on this carriage would really like to keep going forwards. Like a whole lot. Can you make for me a... Let's see here.
I mean, he has the land vehicle thing, right?
Animal handling test, please.
Okay then.
Okay, so the carriage is going to move its full speed with Jason on it. Also, you forgot to control Henry, so... Oh no, Henry's got his own turn order.
Yeah.
So
that's
Henry
fine.
is trapped in the carriage. It's also going to hit your horse and push it out the way. I was going to give it like a bonus as well because literally Horsey McCourseface got right in the way of it. But no, it's going to get shunted and take 4 damage. As the very smart horses fucking carry you forwards.
That's Savin. Good job.
Yep, exactly. Yes. Okay, so you're carried further away from the battle.
Now would have been good time for one of those speed droughts that.
Well, I mean, it might be, except you would then be leaving a carriage to just run out of control.
Yeah. Oh.
No, I'm sure Henry can take control of it.
What's Henry's handle animal?
No!
No, Henry can't control a carriage. It's too complicated.
Oh.
He can possibly try to calm them down. If he decides he wants to do that, he might not. He probably wants to go hit a crab, because that's what he knows how to do.
Well, fuck
Yeah,
me
he's
then.
proficient in animal handling. However, he's in a fight. I mean, yeah, you could have, if you hadn't crit failed your animal handling check, you could have brought the carriage to a halt, but I'm afraid you're now in a runaway carriage.
So I'm not sure what I can do now, other than maybe another animal handling check.
Yeah, give it a go. See if you can bring it to a halt for next turn.
That's better.
Okay, there you go. That's the kind of roll you should have started with. You are able to get them under control. They're going to continue another 10 feet forward and then come to a stop on your next turn.
Okay.
Henry.
Okay.
Going to jump off
Yep.
and
Left.
move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna get real angry.
Yep.
And oop, 17
Hits.
for 13 slashing. Because rage.
Okay. The battle axe digs in and then bounces away again quickly afterwards. It's the giant enemy craft's turn. Grabbing Anna was not very fun. It hurt it. That paladin guy sure did do him a hurting. So he's going to fucking go for Ofa. Does a 25 hit you and does a 22 hit you?
They both hit me.
Alright, you take 16 crushing piercing damage.
So 13. Because feet. Yay.
Oh, good.
Wait, no,
There
that's
he is.
10 in total. Oh yeah.
Okay. And presumably you don't reactively blast them with Eldritch magic when they start chomping, pinching at you, right?
What? No, that's mean magic. I only
Okay.
have good light magic.
Can you give me an athletics test? The DC is 20.
Athletics.
Yeah. You're quite athletic, I'm sure. Okay, no, that's not athletic enough, I'm afraid. All right. It holds onto you with both claws, one on the upper half of your body and one with the lower half of your body. And it's going to essentially pin your arms against you and then start pulling sideways. You know, essentially trying to rip you in half. On your turn, which sadly I'm to say is next, is coming right up, you're going to take some damage. And you'll have to make a test to break free.
Okay.
Let's see here. So, you are pulled very, very hard for
Well, here.
16. And I'm
13.
pretty sure you're... what exactly is your damage resistance or reduction?
Heavy Armor Master gives DR3.
Okay, does it say to what types? Because you're being pulled, it's not like
Physical.
you're being attacked. Do you think that would apply then to being torn in half?
No. It's crushing, piercing,
Yeah.
slashing damage.
Yes, no, this is not bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. This is being yanked. You take 16 yanking damage, and you may make an athletics test. The DC is no longer 20; it has dropped.
And now I get up above 20.
Yeah, you break free, and you are dumped unceremoniously to the ground.
We roll an 18 instead of an 8.
Yeah. All right. You still have a bonus action left and a move.
I am going to bonus action prepare a smite, a searing smite.
Can you use bonus actions to prepare actions?
Well, smites are basically concentration prepare stuff. Oh, sure.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Sure, you can
Wait,
spend your...
that's the wrong thing.
So you smite
Oh,
yourself
God.
for 3 damage. Take that!
Take that, me. That'll teach you for failing.
Searing Smite. Next time you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, 1 bonus components. Oh, it is concentration. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you could spend your bonus to do that then. That seems perfectly fine. Do you move at all?
I am going to move next to Anna.
Okay. Viv. Jason's been carried away on carriage back, but it looks like he's starting to get things under control. What do?
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit the Gabo.
Okay.
I assume that doesn't hit. 13.
No, it hits that goblin. That shit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, goblins are shitty little creatures.
4
All
and a
right.
6.
Sweet. 4 and 6. Let me know that damage.
Whoops, that wasn't the options there.
Nope.
Let's see, force or poison. Let's go with force.
That would be funny.
Alright then. The water goblin is cracked in the face with a chaos bolt and it lets out a squeal of pain. And the crab angrily pinches its pinches. Clack, 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 clack. Like the castanets of doom. Do you move or do a bonus at all?
Well, let's move. Here looks good.
Okay.
Actually, no.
Hmm.
Here.
Okay. Anna.
I mean, I could potentially do something funny and drive this creature away. Or I could just try and keep stabbing it.
Other one
How
sounds like a
hardy
good
does
option.
this creature look?
Give me an
pretty
insight.
hard.
Give me an insight test.
An insight. Oh god.
Insight will tell you how wounded something is generally.
Oh,
Fuck. Alright, one sec. I'll just set his health bar to visible. There you go.
Ouch.
Quite hardy, and thus far it seems to have resisted physical attacks. Well, it's resisted slashing and attacks that it has been made against it, even with magical weapons.
Well, it's a good thing my martial character was the one controlling the horses, not my spellcaster.
Yep.
Well, I don't have much options available to me then. That's probably not going to work out too well. I mean, the best case is if he attacks me. That would be great.
Sorry that you two are on the sidelines there, Savin and Stray. On the other hand, you guys are blessed
great.
with, daybreak is finally upon you properly. It's a shallow afternoon. There was a lovely bushel of winter berries that's still intact and hasn't been picked clean.
I knew this would happen. Your sword lust has doomed us all.
No, just doomed everyone except for you and Thyri.
I'm going to try and green flame blade this thing again. I only got one more spell left, but could do a lot. 22.
Oh, hang on.
You hit. And you also kill the goblin on top of it. It lets out a screech
Burst.
and drops into the water with a sploosh.
So the creature does take 6 fire damage at least.
Yep.
Probably only like two slashing damage.
I set up a macro.
Cheers.
And I will move over here.
Yeah. As you're approaching Maker's Rest, like you can smell freshly baked bread. It's really nice. Really
bread.
nice out there. Yeah.
We're gonna get so much bread. Oh my god.
Yeah, Tishan's very excited about this.
And then
All right.
he dies for a second time in as many weeks.
Okay, Jason, the carriage comes to a halt after 10 more feet of travel. You are free to disembark.
Okay.
Can't believe you managed to roll so high after failing. It was literally like fucking 20 to chill out animals that are panicked. And they were panicked with the nat 1, that's for sure.
Welcome to my rolls.
Yeah. Yes, you're able to disembark.
Up here, and that's my entire move.
Sure. Any bonus actions?
Not that I could think of.
Okie dokie. Henry!
Henry's still going to do the slashy bits.
Oh, Shiboshi.
Oop.
Hits.
8
Nice.
slashing.
You mean 4 slashing.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then it's the craft's turn. Ofa, after falling over his grasp, didn't immediately start swinging again, and Anna did kill his little goblin friend. Let's see here. Viv also blasted him and made him angry, but Viv wasn't a kill. So he's gonna go for Anna.
I am going to use my reaction to give him disadvantage. Because
Okay.
shield. Fighting style. Yeah.
Alright then. I'm just gonna put this in twice, don't mind it, because it's literally easier for me. Alright, so I'm gonna assume 24 hits, but does 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Okay, you are hit for 8 damage, and he will attempt to grab you. Can you make me an athletics test? The DC is 15. You're only hit by
That's
1.
how much damage did I take?
You took 8.
Hannah's good at athletics, isn't she? I don't think she's bad at them.
I am good at athletics, yes. It's actually one of the only things I'm good at.
Alright. DC is
Same.
15. You are fine. It attempts to
Also-
grab onto you. But it fails. Yeah, also, roo.
Oh wait, now you decide to do it roll. Fucking stupid fucking key. Now you decide to do it for me, roll. Stupid character sheet. Ugh.
Ripping you in 2 damage.
Yeah. Alpha.
What? Hang on a second. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Alpha is
Yeah,
going to
fucking- There it is.
attack. So. Whoops, that's. Imagine that's a +1.
Okay.
So 26. For
Sorry to interrupt.
14 slashing.
Yep.
Plus.
Go for it, Kina.
Yeah, the creature took another 20 cold damage from attacking me, but it dispelled all of my armor,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke it. But you didn't used to let me do. Okay, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know
Whatever.
what you're doing. It's cast level 2, I believe. Remember rightly? I don't know. You do certainly an interest. Charisma? It's reflex save.
It's dexterity save, yeah.
It should be a dex save. What the hell is wrong with this thing?
It did the same thing too. Miss Cindy.
Fails. It takes a bunch of damage.
Fire damage. Burn.
There you go. Got down past halfway. He's looking like he doesn't like this.
And he needs to make me a DC 16 Constitution save or take another D6 of fire damage. And be on fire.
He
Yep,
passes.
he makes it. And that's my second attack. Boop.
Hits.
16. 13 slashing. And that's another smite. plus 9 smite.
Okay. Dig into it thusly.
This is just a test.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it worked that time. Weird. Why
That's
did it wait?
strength save.
Strength? What the fuck is? What is this
Hmm.
thing? What is this
So
thing?
strong.
What is this doing?
I need to look at your sheet. This is confusing.
Okay, set that one to Dex, and let's go back into the other page and see.
Its
Saving
output
throw
is set to attack.
none.
Okay, here we go. Saving throw dex versus spell.
So, Horsey McHorseface is going to run up to him
Yeah.
and
It's fine.
do a triple attack. So that's
I'm just gonna check my other spells just to make sure.
Huffs. So 17 hits.
Yep.
And he needs to make me a DC 14 strength saving throw.
Okay. That is something he can do incredible amounts of save. And I roll
Nope.
like shit.
And he's prone now.
Oh, he can't be prone.
God fucking. Damn it.
Have you not
He's got more
noticed that
than
it
two
is?
legs.
Have you not noticed that it is a huge fucking crab?
Listen, it's a horse. Horsey knows how to charge.
So, Horsey is also half its size at least, and is only and it's got half as many legs.
Horsey knows Elifer can bring him back.
Sure. All right, Viv.
Okay, someone needs to crit so we can hit it in its weak point for massive damage.
It's true. You do have to hit it in its weak point for massive damage. No one's crit, so I haven't been able to make that joke yet.
I know. Anyway, I'm gonna cast Shatter, centered on where the goblin is.
Okay.
You can try and shatter its shell. Oh, 17.
It doesn't save. It takes 17,
Nice.
Okay.
and you crush the bones in the dead goblin.
Crunch.
It lets out a squealy hiss of pain and clacks its claws aggressively.
All right. Now I'm just down to normal, like base bitch shit. 15.
Nope.
Damn it.
Any bonuses or moves?
Try moving over here.
Okay. Jason.
Okay. Let's hit the crab.
Yep. That hits.
3 slashing.
That's right. Yeah.
Death
Any
by
other
1,000
swinging?
cuts.
Any other?
Oh, right.
Do you
I
only
get a
swing
second
once?
attack.
Yeah. Nah. Blink. And Enri.
Okay, I am going to make use of my Orcish Fury thing, so I get another damage dice if I hit. I hit, so that's 6 slashing plus another d8, so that's plus another 6, so
That's if you
12
crit.
damage. No, Orcish Fury. That's a feat.
Oh, that's one of those new racial feats. Neat.
Yeah, you can add 1 damage die once per short rests.
Neat.
And so that's in total 14 slashing damage, because rage.
Yep. Okay, cool. And then it's the giant enemy crab's turn. It's a target-rich environment. Let's see here. Oh, as the only person to have dealt bludgeoning damage to it, it's probably going to go for the horse.
Not Horsey McHorseface.
Oh no.
Okay, so 21 probably hits it for 7.
Yep. And the other one misses.
All right. Athletics test for the horse, 15 DC.
Okay.
I assume horses are pretty good at athletics, though.
Yep. All right. It passes and is not ripped in twain. Because I'm pretty sure 7 plus 18 just kills it.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. And let's see here. It is narrowing death. The horse didn't die like it expected. Its little rider is gone. It's going to try and run away now, and it already did an attack. So you're going to get a lot of oppies now. So
Okay.
everyone want to take a swing at him?
Hooves.
Yep.
Long sword.
3.
Oh, Jason.
Well,
It's weak.
You
Yeah,
hit
right.
its weak spot for massive damage! You did it! Guess what? A crit goes through because of that exact dumb joke. I'm not even kidding. And it takes the killing blow. There
Good
you go,
shot.
like right before the sword lands, for it's right, it's glow. Like finally, Jason notices its glowing fuck me spot, and you just destroy it. You kill it, and its body sinks halfway into the water. It actually comes to a stop right here.
I'm gonna
The
start.
crushed goblin floats away.
I'm gonna start pulling on it. Drag this thing back.
Make a strength check, and if you crit, maybe you can haul this gigantic crab out.
Okay.
Savin's right.
Right in its yowie hole.
Arr.
So
What a
you see
save.
Anna like grab onto a leg and start hauling and gains no traction.
That was a save, not a check.
Yeah,
but
that's
okay.
a save.
Well, I mean,
Oh.
even then, I needed it to be a crit to just pull it herself.
Wait, I'll help then. Seeing her.
Oh right, I hit that button for the check. Yeah, come on, let's drag this thing out. Then we can break its legs off, and we can eat
Okay.
giant crab. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could stop for lunch now. It is noontime in game.
Jason.
Jason, for fuck's
Jason.
sake. It's like they're both like noodle pulling, and then Jason goes, heave! Pulls it onto land.
Wow, Jason.
I'm gonna survival check, see if I can get anything useful from it.
Sure.
That's where the
sure.
crit
See if you
fail is going to come.
can-
Decent.
Chitin does have its uses. It's very heavy though, and like metal armors are generally going to suit you a lot better. The only reason this thing you assume had a DR is because it was just so massive. Like the plates are thick. They are unworkable by normal means. If you could find a giant person, I'm sure it would appreciate it though.
A giant person to wear the giant crab armor.
Yes, like its chitinous plates can't really be harvested down to like a usable wearable weight or size. It's just a big motherfucking beast. Indeed, you're pretty sure you couldn't pull this thing again. The only reason you succeeded in the first place is because it was halfway submerged when you give it a good old yank with
Yeah.
that Borky strength. But with 16 survival, you can happily like dismantle its legs and prepare its delicious innards for good eating.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah. We
We
should
put
like
the chitin
take
on the
one-
carriage and turn it into an APC. No, it's too heavy. The horses can't pull it.
we would need more horses.
Yeah, you would need more horses.
Also,
And people would be like, I guess we shoot the horses, and then the carriage crashes.
can we break off one of its big arms and like tie it to the top of the carriage?
It'll take you like a couple of hours, but you can probably
We should
take
bring
a
some of
gigantic
this back.
giant enemy crab claw.
We could bring this back to Watchland, Overland.
Yeah, crab meat is good food.
Watchland with- Oh right, you want to go back to Overland with it?
We are going back to Overland after Watchland.
And then you're gonna get caught in a second blizzard, and that's how the rest of the party died.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was going to say, no, you are not. Well, you can certainly try if you would like to take Thyri's poor carriage all the way back to Overland Keep with the big crab leg stuck to the top of it.
Maybe not.
No. But all of you can add on 2 rations.
2 crab meat rations, hooray.
Yep, and you don't need to spend a ration for today's travel because it's you literally get to stop for a fucking feast. On the other hand, like Saoirse, Thyri, and Jeanette are all like at a bakery, like underneath an awning next to a burning brazier, staying warm, having a delicious meal of like freshly baked toasted bread, just talking about random nonsense and woodsy shit.
Yep.
They're having a lovely, lovely time. Everyone is treating Thyri very well because she's preggers. It's just as a default that happens. Yep. Yep. Not exactly partying hard. You're already sleepy now because you've been walking around for a day, waddling around for a day. And you have a full tummy. Yep. It is how I would best describe pregnant women walking anywhere, waddling. But yes, you're also able to make your delivery in Maker's Rest. Did I already pay out gold for that? I can't remember.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
She was paid by sender, not by receiver.
Okay.
You deliver a package of nudes. The receiver is a very buxom and attractive lady who blushes.
Oh my.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy.
I'm sure I will. Shifty eyes.
Thyri will just
Slow door
giggle and
close.
prance off. And by prance, I mean
Prance.
waddle.
Waddle. You tromp off. If it's the walking is waddling and prancing is tromping. But yeah, so then you're able to make your return journey to the Overland Keep. As for the party, they make it as far as here in a day. In another day, they will arrive in Watchland.
But then they need to check for random encounters again.
Oh,
No, I'm not going to punish them with it twice. That only happened because it was so low on a D-Hundy, like multiple times.
This guy's way less hardcore than I am.
It's also just the fact that it's less interesting when it's a split party, because then there's just a fucking however long of sat in your own thumbs. Like, gosh, it would be great if I could help them with some spells. Like, that fight would have been over very quickly with all of you were there.
Well, yes, but then there would have been like 3 crabs.
No, I mean, it's just that was what... That giant enemy craft was a possible encounter you could have had last time you were going past there. Instead, you had the rescuing of the water spirit.
No crabs, though.
Delicious crab.
Huge
Yeah,
giant
great.
crab. It's the best
Bet
thing
you
of
to
White
get
Blue Mountain.
Yep.
It's not just
delicious.
a giant crab. It's a huge
Yeah.
giant crab.
It is a huge giant crab. It's a crab. I am really hungry too. I could really go for like a really nice crab salad. Crab.
Pork.
Yeah, doggies, please. I don't know what they're doing.
Having a balk at each other. They're hecking about something. Yeah. All right then. So, do you two stop by the Jarl's place on your walk back? It's starting to get dark by the time you've, made
Yes,
it
on the
close.
way back, we will, most certainly.
Okay. You have barely knocked on the door when you can hear like big footsteps approaching it, and it will open up. The darkness of night is covered in the wash of light and warmth from a richly roaring fireplace inside. And he will grin at like a set of perfectly white teeth and wave you both in. Come in, come in. It is good to see you again.
You too. And Thyri will smile and, like, cautiously go in for a hug. Like, is that appropriate? I don't know, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Yeah. Like once Jeanette's past the doorway, he'll do like a half crouch so that he's closer on the level and give a hug. Although he is very cautious.
Well,
I
yeah.
had heard that you were coming along from my captain. Interesting.
Thyri will blush heavily and pat her belly and say, yeah, I feel like I'm about fit to burst any day now.
Any day now. I must insist that you stay with me and my niece until it is time for the baby to arrive.
Well, if you insist, I wouldn't want to impose, but...
I have a larger bed and decent baths, and you have seen the supplies that we keep on hand here. I'm sure that it would be better delivered here than in Overland. Plenty of first aid supplies there, but those are for injuries.
Well, Thyri's not going to refuse this offer.
And I am trained in midwifery, so I shall assist. Also, this is my daughter. Also, this is my wolf.
I see. He looks surprised, then also notices, Thyri's still got her entourage. It's like, I'm going to need a bigger home one of these days. Please, come inside.
Don't worry, Tam doesn't eat. Saoirse does though, but she's small. Saoirse waves.
Not
A
entirely
pleasure to meet you, Saoirse.
Not entirely sure Ludwig eats, but he doesn't eat much. And Thyri will give him like a little strip of jerky out of her pack.
Yep, and he'll nomp, nomp, nomp it, and it'll dissolve inside his head.
Spoopy.
Yep. Huh. So it would seem. He sort of shakes himself out of it, and then you see the niece arrive, looking hale and hearty. You can see that there are a number of small, wrapped bandages now around her fingers and hands, and she is wearing a training sword at her hip.
Hello, you're looking very healthy.
She will smile brightly. I'm feeling very healthy, thank you. I have both of you to thank for that, indeed. And welcome back. And oh my gosh, you're so pregnant. She will peel over to Thyri and go in. Can I have a feel? Okay, yeah. She goes in for a feel. And there is some kicking, and she is delighted. Please, I'll put on some tea and stew. Make yourselves comfortable.
Yes, Thyri will be much obliged, and Tasha will maybe stop yelping in my face.
Never.
Is this where Thyri's child actually has to be named Tasha, so that you can be dog parent twice?
Oh god, no, please.
Hello, dog parent too.
Also, I don't need to be saying Tasha's name every time I talk about my in-character child.
That's probably good. That's
That might
probably a good
confuse
move.
her.
Not only confuse her, but also just wake her up at all hours, and then it's just going to be a mess.
Yeah.
Isn't it,
Yep.
baby? You don't need a sister in game.
No.
Alright, get off me.
So it's going to be Sasha instead.
No.
Did
It's
she just whine at you for that?
Yeah.
Pretty sure her name was already chosen.
Yeah, it's Astra.
It's Astra.
It's Astra Thyris daughter.
Yeah.
The
Alright.
mightiest Bork with the whitest hair. Yes, and you are well tended to for the evening. There is some catching up and comfort before he will turn to matters of business. So, please, do tell me of the events that transpired in Grandest. I've gotten a brief from my captain, but I would rather have the full details.
Thyri will relay everything, how we helped the Grand Knight, and how we, destroyed the undead tree machinations up there, and saved the werehawk and all that. Ow, Tasha, please.
That's a baby kicking.
Yeah, just every few sentences, Thyri is interrupted, much like I am, by a wily little Bork.
Yep. He looks kind of proud every time there's a kick.
She's a strong one. Dude, shut up, Tasha.
She's like, yes, I have a strong one.
There, do you want a shield?
Yes, and you also had a sealed message for him from the Grand Knight herself.
Yes, I will hand that over.
Excellent. He will settle back, cross a leg over the other, and start reading through it. That is somewhat frustrating news, but at least I know they pose no threat for now. They hold Grandest, but aren't tariffing us. Not that they could be expected to make much in the winter months, so I'm sure it is not too large of a loss for such a gesture. Very clever. Shake his head idly. At the very least, it means I could move troops towards the Ashen Holds, although making such a maneuver in the worsening weather is going to be a challenge.
And boy, is
I
it
fear
getting
I
worse.
must have them. I fear I must have them make the trip anyway. Hopefully, they will make most of the distance before the weather turns to its worst. And my own voice is falling to pieces because I'm unwell. Awesome. Well played, dog.
This fucking shoehead here flailing around. It's amazing.
Great.
She's
That's
completely blind,
amazing
just
to come back
flailing.
Yeah. Okay. And
Sorry.
then, yeah, for the most part, he's going to just treat you well and take care of you. In the meantime, the party makes it back to Watchland. And how would you like to roll for that sword there, Pets?
I would love to. What am I rolling?
All right. First up, give me a 2d2. Okay.
Great.
It's fine. It's just which table I'm picking from. It's not actually a big deal about the numbers size. All right. Give me a D100, please. In fact, 2D100.
Ooh, that's a 99.
2 doubles.
Yeah.
Oh,
33. Okay, so we have that and that. All right, and then
oh, the psychic
200.
phenomena, though.
Yep. 200, please. Your variance is hilarious. Okay. What is this? Also interesting, and this one here. Also this.
Yes, about wild magic just erupts from Viv.
Wild magic! Yes, it just explodes. Into confetti.
I'm just gonna roll it anyway, just because I feel like
Yeah,
rolling
sure.
D1000 or D10,000.
10,000. I'll open up the random spells. Three, 5, 5, 50. Pathfinder. Net Libra. I'm sure it'll be a mess, regardless.
35550. So that's looking into one of the caster's ears gives a view out the other.
What was that?
So your bimbo has literally become an airhead.
Yeah.
That's funny.
3, 5, 550. Looking into one of their ears gives a clear view out the other, like some kind of. I guess that they'd be like a skull telescope, but except it doesn't magnify at all. That's pretty great. Very silly. In fact, 3551 literally is looking through the caster's ears provides a view like a telescope.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, as for the effects on your sword, roll me 2d2, and we'll see where you're at. Okay, so you get the 33 and the 1, essentially.
I like 3553. Magic mouth appears on the caster's back and starts shouting obscenities.
Incredible. Okay,
Magic
so
threats.
your sword does a bonus 1d6 cold bludgeoning damage. Like it shares those types. So if you wanted to, for instance, resist that 1d6, you would need resistance to both cold and bludgeoning. Basically, the more wise you can split a damage type, the better your odds are of being able to injure someone properly. And the other effect, let's see here. Do you want? I'll let you choose. Do you want the bursting effect or the disrupting effect?
What is bursting here?
Disrupt.
Bursting is whenever you crit, you get more damage.
Let's go with disrupt.
All right. The attacks do an additional 2d4 damage of, let's see here, psychic energy, and you take 1d4 back yourself.
Ouch.
It is like a scream that you hear in your own mind. Indeed, it sounds just like, that cleric beast screech, so it's quite uncanny.
Oh, I thought it was going to be the
Maybe.
actual Mace of Disruption.
No, it's more like the vicious effect on a weapon.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What's the effect of Disruptive Mace? Curious now.
I believe it does an extra 2d6 damage against undead. Which is why I advocated it, because that's real good for the anti-undead campaign.
It is, although those are Pathfinder numbers if I remember rightly.
Nope, that's the Mace of Disruption 5e.
Oh, it's 5e's one. Fuck, dope. That's pretty good. But yes, no, it's a bit too high up the table. So,
I'd rather.
It's like Borderlands 2's Bane weapon, where it just screams whenever you try to fire it.
alright.
I don't have much HP though. I don't.
Yeah, it's only at the
you're bursting then.
Yeah,
Oh, is this only on a crit?
No. This is every hit. You'll take 1d4 back.
Ugh. I don't know if I can do that.
Sure you can. You don't have a choice,
You
I'm
just
afraid.
need the healer.
It's too late. You already chose it.
Yep.
Apparently.
Look on the bright side. It's just the d4, and you're continuing to level. And you do have healers on hand, and healers that can also put out itty bitty heals for no problem too. You're a tough old Bork. And your final is going to be on the second table. Yes, it has to be on the second table. All right, 2d100, please. What the fuck?
99 and 95. Nice. I don't know what
All
that
right,
means.
so they're both really good.
Oh, good.
I
Okay.
love my rolls.
Yeah, what the shit is all of that about? This would be a wild ride in Rogue Trader. Yeah, that's the second 99 you've rolled. That is like demons pouring out of your asshole. I can see why you always fetter your abilities.
He also rolled a 1.
I never fetter. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Oh no.
You have no
Amazing,
idea
they've all been destroyed.
how excited I'd be if this was Rogue Trader.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love the Perils of the Warp in Rogue Trader. Oh my god.
Fuck you. I just don't roll doubles.
All
I
right.
still love them. Except when I do them, which is all the time.
Hits made against the target bestow disadvantage on their next saving throw.
Whoa.
Yep. It's real good.
The Psychic Debuff Sword.
Yeah. It's
Extra
appears to
cold
put-
bludgeoning
with,
damage.
with an extra cold bludgeoning. 1 second. I will write it into your sheet for you so that it works properly.
It started.
Type 2. Yep. It'd be nice if there were a damaged 3 in there as well. There you go.
1 damage to myself, but
3 damage.
21 damage to.
Look,
That
there's
adds
a
up
number
to-
3 above damage to target.
Yeah, I know.
Should that be 1d6 plus strength bonus?
Oh no,
On the
that should
second
not be
thing.
strength from the second damage.
Ah,
There we go. Fixed.
that was the damage
Alright.
itself only on hit?
Pardon?
The damage itself is only on hit, right?
Yeah, you don't take a bonus that you don't get disrupted by your attack unless you actually hit the target. Likewise, you can't bestow disadvantage unless you hit them.
That's a nifty longsword.
It is.
Oh, man.
Whenever you
Reasonable.
strike a target with it, you can feel it like a screech in the back of your head. You are sure that it impacts your target at least twofold, shaking their resolve and damaging their ability to save.
Oh no, I can't do it. Oh, fuck.
All right. And you wanted to pay for a magic weapon of your own, Kina.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So what parts?
I was hoping to get. I was hoping to get something like a nice like a dagger, like a big
Okay.
like a big cutty dagger, with like maybe like with like I don't know like I don't know made out of this
Right,
like
the
these bones. They're from some kind of big storm beast, I think I heard.
She'll look over. Oh, more parts from the one that helped make some of their recent equipment, actually.
Yeah, there's some parts. There's still some bits and pieces left over. All these
see.
bones, so I thought like a bone knife would be cool.
Very well. Let's see here.
There's some other stuff. I also have these bottles of blood from some nasty creatures.
Excellent. Those make particularly good quenches for magical weapons. You see, whenever you're making anything like this, it still sort of needs like that binding to it, that little bit of strange magic.
Uh-huh.
Let's see here. Okay then.
Hmm.
That would be 150 gold pieces, please. And I can have this done in
Sure.
a week.
I have a question about this like magic stuff. I'm not very good
Sure.
at it. Like so, like this blood works. Like, because I guess it's magic or something. But what
Mhm.
about like would any blood do anything?
It tends to need to be magical in some way.
Hmm.
I mean, frankly, I'm using blood as a quencher. If you wanted, you could put some of your own in. I don't know that it would do anything, but I suppose you could say that it belongs to you.
Hmm. Sure, I can try doing that. I wonder what would happen.
Sure.
I guess I should just like I need another bottle then. Can I borrow a bottle from you?
Of course. Indeed, she goes to it looks like a little basin that has been scrubbed absolutely clean. Although it smells kind of rusty, you realize it probably was used to contain the last sets of blood.
Right.
Not basin, sorry. Like a long container, something you could quite literally quench long blades in.
Hmm. Okay.
Just right into here. I'll be keeping it warm so it shouldn't congeal.
All right. Well, I'll just use my magic knife, the magic packed knife that I have, and just use it to cut myself.
Sweet. It takes a moment for you to bleed. Like, I don't know how often you've ever had at yourself with your own packed blade, but it seems almost reluctant to draw your own blood. And then, can you make me an intelligence check, please?
Sure. That'll go over well.
Yeah, you love intelligence checks.
I love them. They're my favorite. I have to hit that button. 4.
4. Okay, cool. And then you bleed.
Okay.
And then you bleed.
Okay.
And then you bleed.
When do I stop?
She'll blink and look at you. How did you just cut yourself?
What?
She like starts looking for bandages and shit. Did one of the healers of the party want to, tap her to seal the wound?
The healers aren't there.
You have a paladin right there. He has boop on heal.
Apparently not. Goodbye, Anna.
Rest
alright,
in pieces.
Okay, sure. You take
It's gone again.
You take 16 self-inflicted bleeding damage
I
before
was-
you were
Ow.
bandaged.
I was saying I was healing her.
Oh, okay. You were muted. All right. Yep,
Yeah.
sure. You are able to seal it up when she only takes about 10 points of damage. But she'll look at the base and like, you have more blood in you than I expected.
Do I?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean, I
know.
suppose you shouldn't be too glad that you're a bleeder. Like you look at your hand and mostly just hungry. You could really use a snack after bleeding a whole bunch.
Thankfully, we have all that crab meat.
Yes, you do. You can have the hugest crab salad ever.
Yes.
And then she immediately places it next to a fire where it will stay warm. Like, not so close that it will start boiling or anything, just literally so that it is not rendered cool by room temperature. And then she will add the potent bloods to it, and you can smell like typically blood has that coppery scent to it.
Yes.
When she mixes this stuff in, it's like it smells like blood in a blizzard. Like you just get this
Ooh.
sensation of like cold breezy winds and like being down in the dirt. Like it's a very visceral sensation seems to fill the air. And then she will mix it with a plain, like just totally smooth metal rod, and then leave it resting in there. All right, I will let that grow warm, and we'll see how it goes. It's always strange how this
Alright.
stuff doesn't ever seem to congeal, I guess.
I guess that's really convenient.
Yeah, there's something about it being magical, I'm sure.
I guess so. I don't know much about magic. I don't know how it works.
Fair enough. Neither do I. I've just been working with Great Beast parts for a while now. Never so many as until your collective group came along. And she'll nod at Jason. Use my blades in good faith.
I'll do my best.
It's all I can ask, I suppose. And then a week
Okay.
will begin its process of passing. Going to be in Watchland for this duration. If you could spend like 7 gold a pop, that'll be you guys living in reasonably decent comfort, even during a busy wintry season in the tavern there, which we'll go into more detail in a bit because there's one last thing I'd like to do before we reach the end of this session, and that's a certain Thyri Kunna's Bork bath.
Yay!
Oh boy,
Exactly.
I'm a pop.
You are gonna pop. That's how it feels at the very least. You are woken up in the dead of night with this sort of cramping sensation, and you feel very wet. And of course, your first feeling is, "Oh, I hope this isn't pee," and then you realize, "Oh no, it isn't. Oh, it's showtime."
I had put a thing in the chat a while ago,
Yep,
but never
that's fine. You'll have
addressed.
advantage on it. It's great.
So yeah, to prepare, I'm gonna have
Time to go fish out Jeanette and then fall on a table and start screaming. Holy
Wow,
Jesus
okay.
shit fucks.
So this is going to be the easiest delivery ever.
In that
Good
case,
job,
the Jarl
Jeanette.
just sleeps through the whole night and everything's fine.
Yeah, no. The Jarl and Nisa are also awoken by this, and Nisa does that whole job of the hot towel situation, and the Jarl will sort of stand nervously outside the room because he's a huge dude and would just get in the way.
But he could hold my hand.
Do you say that?
I think Thyri might, yes, actually.
He will look uncomfortable for a moment before, like, nodding, and he'll walk back into the room and sort of crouch on beside you and offer a hand. It is huge compared to your own.
It's huge and strong, and Thyri's grip is like noodly and weak and now sweaty, covered in mom's
Yep.
spaghetti.
Yeah. It's probably the hardest you've ever gripped, though.
Yes,
You
I
see
am.
sort of like whiting the edges of his hand. And then there is, of course, the expected some pushing and discomfort. This isn't seriously, you aren't having a good time
I know.
birthing a child. It sucks for you.
But it doesn't
Like,
suck nearly as badly as it could have. Like, imagine if Jeanette just rolled aces.
Yeah, if she
Just
fucking
like-
snake eyes you and you just have the hardest birth ever.
Well,
And it just does
rip
ability
Astra.
damage to it just does ability damage to you. That womb ain't going that womb ain't working again.
Like somewhere in between it, you don't have the strength, the strength of thought to, because you're going to revert back into your tiefling form.
Yes.
It's just gonna happen.
She would have woken up in tiefling form in the first place.
I think, yeah, Thyri would immediately probably just had the presence of mind from, going through the process over and over again through her whole life.
Just sheer habit.
Yeah, just sheer habit, just putting her disguise up, but then, yeah, mid-birth it'll probably break, because I imagine it takes more than an hour.
Yes.
Even if it
Still,
doesn't.
Even with that amazing check, you still have to do a bunch of pushing, and you're not a strong lady with a large stature.
No, Thyri is a... Well, actually, she is a large lady with a large
She has
stature.
a large stature, and she is a tiefling, and so
But-
you have got them you've got them breeder hips.
But yeah, basically the only reaction is going to blink, snaps finger. Right, Saoirse told me. I forgot about that, but now I remember again.
Yeah.
Now I don't care anymore.
Although
Again.
the Jarl has seen Demon Theory before, the niece hasn't, and she lets out a squeak of alarm. The Jarl sort of calms her down with a wave.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine.
She regardless is a bit shocked. She didn't expect Theory to suddenly just turn into a demon halfway through giving birth to a child. That's usually quite ominous news.
Yeah, Thyri, tries to babble out an apology, and it just turns into, more screaming and flailing
Yes.
around.
More incredible discomfort. But eventually, a child is borked forth.
Is borked forth.
Yep. Let's see here. You are then holding a tiny little infant. She lets out the customary crying wail, and the Jarl relaxes at that because, again, fucking Cold North Vikings. If it makes a lot of noise and kicks up a shit ton of fuss, then that means it's a strong child. So good.
Yes.
Yes, strong child.
Strong baby.
Exactly. And of course, you are no longer disguised, and there is no hiding the fact that you are all milked up and ready to give.
Yeah. But wait. I almost feel like Jeanette should be the one nursing her so she gets the int bonus.
You can share if you want, and tap her off.
Yes. I think that will most certainly happen, because while it's, a deeply intimate experience for Thyri, she's also a very practical person when it comes right down to it.
She is. I mean, there are times where she will be very inefficient, but Theory is at her core a pragmatist. I've seen this.
And on top of that, Jeanette is awake at the weirdest hours when Theory's asleep, so.
Yeah.
Jeanette can take over duties when the baby's hungry and Theory's trying to sleep because she's already awake doing something.
Yes, good.
Don't worry, backup mommy smells a little bit like chemicals, but her boobs will make you smart.
Very true.
Everything about that sentence was amazing.
Thank you. I do my best. And I feel like I should pull this token in here, so all y'all can see it.
Yeah.
And as eventually the lady she will grow into. Right now it is
Just a wailing little hellbork.
Yeah, it is a wailing little thing. How does she look then, actually, as a baby?
I imagine, not as pudgy as a normal baby, with, little snow white ears and mostly naked tail. Maybe she's blind for the first, day or two. Her eyes are still closed, and she's flailing about with tiny little razor-sharp claws and little fangs.
Yep.
She doesn't cry like a human does. She just makes little puppy whimpers.
Yeah. The Jarl is currently busy being amazed by the works of Mother Nature herself, of Tam's great bounties and Hagen's joys. He's just like, Wow,
Baby.
that is a tiny little baby. And he looks. There's probably that the stupid like guy brain part where it's like, how come it looks like such a small baby when it makes you look so big? Like he manages not to say it out loud, but there is a brief moment where his tongue nearly gets him in trouble. It's like, wait, does that mean she was also fat? No. But yes,
Extra thick tiefling.
yeah. Although the nieces,
Just a lot of amniotic fluid.
yeah. Although the niece is still quite shocked at the whole reveal here, she is immediately won over by the cooing instincts of it's a little baby.
Thyri just like lays back, breathing heavily, just smiling to herself.
Yes.
I am
As a
mama.
baby with admittedly quite sharp teeth has its way with your chest.
Hmm. Ah, yes, that's also a thing. Yeah. Okay, we'll start
Don't-
breastfeeding.
Yeah.
No, you can totally peek the sheet for it. Oh, there's no description and stuff right then, so I can't sneaky look at all the details.
Huh, what?
So there you go. Astrothera's daughter now exists. I checked the bio just to see if you'd written anything in for descriptions and stuff or not.
Here's the description. Hold on, I'll put that in right now. It's a baby. There you go.
Nice.
Alright.
Character backstory.
Yeah, I can't remember any of her characteristics though.
Just born. There you go.
What was her gender originally in the end? Was it?
She's a
straight
she-male.
female? She-male. That was it.
Ow. Dick dog. Stop it.
So Tam's going to just sit around and keep guard. Saoirse's going to be like hovering around, making cooing fairy noises.
Yep.
And Jeanette's going to be doing like apothecary midwifery things. And holding
like
in
a
most
foot. Amazing. Height like a foot. You know,
Yeah,
just as
like-
you do.
like the size of Saoirse.
Yeah.
So big.
Let's see here. I'm trying to remember what the bar type is for second ones. It's like character resource or some shit. Class resource. 1 out of 1.
Ow.
1.
Tasha, there are 20 bones under this goddamn desk. Bite something other than my foot.
Alright. And now I'm gonna drag you all back to the landing page. Doop-doop.
Yay, I have tiny Bork.
You do! It is still quite small.
So small.
I
It's
will
literally smaller than your bunny.
I will lower her down so Titian and Ludwig can look at her. After
Oh,
she's
look at
like
that!
wrapped up in baby. Well,
Yep. Titian is surprised. I always kind of figured they'd come out with different colored skin and stuff like yours. Tieflings are weird, says your talking werehawk elfbird.
Thyri will just like squint at him for a second, then just
He will
laugh.
perch on a horn.
He says in the presence of someone who used to be human and a fairy and a robotic dog
I mean, he himself
And a
still
werewolf.
stands as the most. Yeah.
and a werewolf and a bunny rabbit that can turn you to stone
Werewolves are normal. Come on.
Yeah, no, werewolves are normal.
and a ghost dog.
The
Silent
ghost dog
dwarf.
is slightly less normal. Silent Bork.
What does Ludwig think about Astra?
Gives her a lick.
Yay.
And then he does that the proud dog stand. Like up on the like, you know, where they just sit, but somehow they manage to just be really up on their front legs. Like,
Mm-hmm. Like chest thrust out and everything.
yes, he does that by the edge of the bed. The Jarl is basically doing the human equivalent of that, looking quite pleased and proud.
Thyri will just reach up and like give his hand a squeeze.
Yep. And then you realize just how tired your hand is. You've probably been just like trying very hard to crush his own.
Yep.
Thankfully failing because his hand is huge, and he will sort of wipe a stray lock of hair out the way of your head, give it a pat, nearly unseating Titian from a horn.
Whew. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be. She says on the nat 20. But she looks beautiful.
She very much is. And very healthy as well.
Yeah, well, there you go. You done birthed out a child.
Yay.
Healthy little thing.
I did a baby.
You did. You.
Did one
I'm not gonna say
entire
that. I'm
baby.
not gonna repeat that out loud. That's the kind of people can isolate. You successfully made baby. How does baby work?
How does become pregnant?
Yeah, how does become pregnant?
I finally learned the answer after all these years.
Get knotted.
Scout, it doesn't censor your own stuff.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna fix it then.
Yeah.
Weird, because it doesn't censor it for me either. It's only Resendiz. Like that
I don't
one.
know. What did she try to say?
I don't
That's
know.
the real question. I mean, I don't know if it's censored, but
Tasha, stop.
I don't. It's not turned on. I have no idea. No fucking idea.
Fucking Twitch.
Weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so miracle of childbirth and then also murdering a crab. Good session, guys.
Yeah, you did a good job,
She-male.
guys. I hope that you enjoyed yourselves.
The word was she-male.
What? Okay.
Why not, Twitch? Why not?
Your message wasn't posted due to conflicts with the channel's moderation settings? That's not correct, because they're my goddamn settings, you piece of shit.
There's saving settings.
Oh, this is, wait, yeah, of course, this is your ones.
Whatever.
Of course, that's why I can't change anything. Duh.
Yeah. Why can't I change anything in my chat? Oh wait.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm so used to streaming games that I run. It's still strange for me. So,
Despite being 3 months into this, but still.
it's a reflex. I still spend like,
I know.
5 days out of the week streaming my games. Oh well. But yes, thank you for playing, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Is there anything that you would like to cover before we officially call this to a proper close?
Do I level up from giving birth to a baby?
No, although she is now a
She leveled up.
little childy. Yeah, well, I mean, she has leveled up to 0. She is existing now.
Yeah, she exists.
What kind of class are you thinking for her?
Fighter. Eldritch Knight.
Nice.
Ow!
Yeah.
Tasha, please.
Ow! Yeah. Again, like reflex. I was about to sign out for your own stream.
Alright, well, I'll sign out. Later, nerds.